Hello friends, welcome. Glad that you're here. Just chatting about fragrance. My name is Dave. Today we got Cristiano Ronaldo versus David Beckham. So on the left, we got the Ronaldo Legacy Private Edition versus Beckham's homme. This one is not even opened yet. It's the very first bottle I have from the house. And in fact, this is the only soccer player fragrance that I own. Are there other soccer players fragrance that are prominent or that are hyped or popular or known? This is the only one that I know of. So yeah, there you go. I bought this a couple years ago. Was not impressed with it, even though if you could see the juice missing some, it's because it leaked. Every time I sprayed it, there would be a residue all around and my finger as well. That kind of sucked, but the bottle itself does look good. It looks classy, elegant. I like the copper color cap. And on the side, you can see there are treads on both sides and on the top right here around the cap. It's not a soccer ball pattern tread. So I gotta assume it's from his car. It looks like a racing car. Maybe from one of his favorite, a Porsche. But anyhow, the cab is kind of heavy too. The atomizer, as I said, is terrible. It leaked and reeked everywhere every time I spray, so I did not use much of it. The scent itself was not that impressive as I recall. The last time I even reached for it, maybe 2 years ago, I remember it was something kind of lightly sweet, probably tonka bean, some vanilla, amber, and cinnamon, those type of dominant notes. And also it wasn't powerful, it wasn't unique. So it's one of those that if you just want to spray and hang out and smell decently nice, yeah, that's one of those, all right? So, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it again since it's the only two soccer players that I have. They will go head to head. Let's go and unbox David Beckham homme. This is a 75 ml bottle, so you can see it's thin, small, and you can kind of imagine what the bottle shape will look like. It's a decent little cardboard box. Both of these are in the cheaper side, inexpensive side. So don't expect too much from the presentation, but the presentation I actually think is good. I'll give it a pretty high mark. And while Beckham is a lot cheaper, this is under around 15 bucks. So you can tell the bottle is a $15 bottle, which I don't mind. I don't mind to save money on the bottle. It doesn't look terrible. You look decent on the shelf, right? But this one does look better. This one is maybe 30-ish price range. So presentation, Ronaldo gets a point. Woohoo! Score! Sorry, being stupid, being silly. Nothing to write about, so I'm not gonna spend time. You can see on the wording David Beckham on the whole side of the bottle. This one is a EDT 75 ml. The first spray. A lot of juice. Atomizer is decent. It doesn't leak. So left hand will be David Beckham. The right hand will be Ronaldo Legacy Private Edition. Let's see, what do they have? So round one, as far as the bottle presentation, Legacy gets a score, 1-0. The second score will be the top notes, the opening. Let's see, what do they have? David Beckham is coming up strong. I can smell some ginger. That's the very easy note to pick out. Some citrus. But there's a spice. I'm thinking it's from Sichuan pepper. Those are very basic notes in a lot of the modern fragrance. Those are very easy to pick out. And rosemary, because that is very unique. To me, rosemary is one of those unique scents that is, you know, it's hard for it to hide. The scent is very distinct. Yeah, I have those few notes. Now let's go to legacy. Legacy, yes, this is what I remember. It was, I'm trying to see if it's neroli. There's a freshness coming through in the mix. I think there's musk. Maybe not. Yeah, there's tonka beans, I remember, and it's coming out some sort of woody notes. See, I'm a sucker for nature. Love for walk in the forest, especially after the rain. The dirt is damped. And so anything with woody notes, I appreciate. And most of the modern scents includes woody notes, albeit cedar or different type of woods. Yeah, so these are pretty different, okay? So I'm getting the citrus and ginger for the Beckham, and the pepper. I'm seeing what else am I picking up. The citrus is not straight up lime or orange or bergamot. It's sort of a mixture of, yeah, it is a mixture. It's a mixture of citrus, ginger, and then the pepper. It's not pink pepper, so I think it's Sichuan pepper. And coming back to legacy, yeah, legacy quickly turned into, to be honest, okay, when I first sprayed this or smelled this a couple years ago, it came during summertime, during the heat, and the box was left in the front door for a long while. So when I got it, I could feel it was hot. I was kind of upset because they could have left it somewhere without the sun hitting it directly, but it didn't. And I'm sure during the transit, few days of transit, it probably got heated and cooled at night, and got heated in the daytime and cooled at nighttime again. I really feel that it's one of the few bottles that I have that got damaged by the heat, because I remember looking at the notes, it just doesn't match up to what I was smelling. And I have all the bottles, and they all pretty close to what notes ingredients, okay? But this one did not, and it still does not, because it feels like it's pretty mushed together. And I doubt Ronaldo would allow his name to be put on a bottle like this. Especially, I went online to watch a little commercial, not a commercial, but a 5-minute video of him chatting with his friends about this fragrance, and he's pretty proud of it. So I doubt it smells like this. So I'm guessing I got a damaged bottle, all right? So I don't want to kill it, but I'm not gonna wear it either. This is pretty mushed together. That's the best way I can explain it. And trying to pick up notes in this mush is hard. I'm just picking up sweet notes, and I'm guessing it's from tonka bean, vanilla, and amber, and some sort of nondescript floral notes. that I cannot even guess. But that's what happened with Legacy. And right now I'm smelling it again after a couple of years. Yes, that's exactly what I remember, and it still smells the same. So I'm not going to, spend money to buy a second bottle just to be sure, because the second bottle end up the same thing as the first bottle, or that's how it actually smelled, then I'll be super disappointed to get ×2. So yeah, I cannot pick out anything more than this. And I remember this will last through the life of the fragrance. Finally, after the initial spray, after maybe a couple minutes, it settled down into this meh smell for the life of the bottle or the life of the fragrance. So yeah, I'm not going to put it down any longer. I just assume I got a damaged bottle. That's why this video is actually about David Beckham, right? So I put them together just for fun. So don't take it too much into it's not a real versus video. But yeah, this one is, the pepper is still coming out, staying around the ginger, the mixture of citrus. I'm trying to figure out what type of wood it is. I don't think it's cedar. I have, where's the bottle? Oh, it's not here, but I have a bottle of fragrance that's mostly cedar dominant. And so it's very easy to pick out, and it's a lighter wood. So I don't think it's cedar. There's many different type of wood, and it's sometimes I can distinct the type of wood, and sometimes I can't. And this is one of those times I cannot. But it is a darker wood. It's not the lighter type. But do you know what? Okay, now that I'm talking about this, I have from Bath and Body, I have a bottle called Mahogany for fragrance for men. And there's some similarity to it. I'm picking up some notes from there. So that one is Mahogany. So I'm guessing the wood's gonna be probably is mahogany wood. Okay, so let's say that. So it's Szechuan pepper, ginger, mahogany wood, citruses, rosemary is still there. I'm guessing there's some musk. Yeah, that's what I pick up, and I'm gonna spray on my shirt. Reason is because when it dries down right now, it's not that impressive. And also, I'm getting one of those mix. Okay, here's the thing. My skin, sometimes I smell the fragrance will turn weird. Okay, this one is turning slightly weird. Not super bad, but it's slightly. So I'm spraying on my shirt right now without the body chemistry to see how it's gonna turn out. So it's not bad, but it's just a very decent, inexpensive, everyday on the go. But the longevity is not gonna be good. It's pretty light on the skin. It's fleeting, but it's not a bad scent, okay? But it is what it is for $15 fragrance. Yeah, on the shirt is coming out more fresh. I like that. So it's not bad at all. I don't hate spending the money on this one. So it's a nice first bottle from Beckham. I'll have to ponder and decide if I'm gonna try the others in the line. There's a lot of, they come out with a lot of fragrance for Beckham. All right, guys, so that's a quick take. I'll give this one maybe a 6.5 or 7. Yeah, 6. It's nondescript. Nothing too special. Nothing special actually. It's a pretty generic, nice, appealing scent. But now, the word appealing, mass appealing can be thrown around, okay? But this type of appealing is different than than this. See right here? I recently did a Dior Homme 2020 appealing. You can smell the difference between this $15 bottle versus that more expensive Dior bottle. There is a different type of appealing. There are different levels. Even without knowing the price, you can smell it. It is going to be pretty simple to smell it. Yeah, this one is more of a mesh together, especially in the matte and dry down. You could tell it's meshed together. And while that one is very, there's integrity still holds on even during the dry down. It's more well put together. Once you smell a cheaper fragrance that versus the more expensive one, I'm not saying it's 100% like that, okay? But you can tell how they're put together, what I meant by integrity, and what I meant by quality versus the more cheaper ones. You can totally tell. So with that said, I don't want to bash this any longer. There you go. Quick take, first impression on the David Beckham Homme per Homme. My name's Dave. See you next time.